about Lone Druid is that it allows your supports to do whatever they want.
10 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
At the very least, bring every
5
single
seconds remaining.
in every single matchup. So other lanes, and it gives you all 3 lanes. So I actually
Dire
like this
team's
Omni Knight
turn to
pick.
ban.
I would have the Omni off lane, but I think can actually do quite well versus the Lone. Hard to harass, use the D, which makes it a little bit harder for the bear to root him as the heal. So
10 seconds remaining.
Well, I think.
5 seconds remaining.
Up in his face, Slardar can obviously help out there. I think Puppy's been playing that role, roaming Slardar a fair amount.
Radiant team's turn to ban.
They typically run it. I think most teams are in the off very one dimension.
Turns out now Chris has been taken away.
10 seconds remaining.
Honey's been playing the very hard 5 roles. He's
5 seconds remaining.
Like sitting away in the jungle, trying to keep him alive. But he's also had a pretty massive impact playing heroes that
Dire
are
team
required
banned.
to come in at the right moment. With his curses, sometimes off the mark, but got himself together and realized, right, I need to be a little more reserved in my movements. Hyper aggressive. That's
10 seconds
one
remaining.
of the nice things to see. The first few players, how
5 seconds remaining.
well-rounded and kind of how crisp a lot of these teams are. Alliance have taken 3
Reserve
weeks or a
time.
month. The last competitor. They've been training and practicing. NiP have been
Radiant team
playing.
ban.
These teams have come together in what feels like such a time with well-honed drafts and strategies.
Yeah, I mean, whenever I think NiP is at a boot well, but yeah, whenever you have that much time,
10 seconds remaining.
together to like busy team and stuff.
5 seconds remaining.
On Dota, you a fair amount, and a fair amount of
Reserve
time.
time.
Curious to see about earlier, like NiP have stuck against some like lesser known teams. So
Dire team's turn to
the
pick.
teams that actually we consider to have at least a decent spot.
Which
Yeah, they're banning a lot of mid one here. I think
Radiant
most
team's
teams
turn to
know
pick.
Secret plays like a lot around player that
Dire team's turn to pick.
on NP a lot more space. Here's KZU play. The one role for mid. Probably their most.
I feel like
10
they've been
seconds
like that
remaining.
A lot though, right? Having Weehaw in the past, having mid.
5 seconds
MP
remaining.
Had a similar role back on. Where we just go in on mid lane.
Radiant team's turn to pick.
Quick and I'm going to play the reserved carry. Things go smoothly, even if I dive a little bit. Be Kezu's hero, or can you maybe
10 seconds remaining.
I don't know if mid one plays.
5
I
seconds
think it
left.
is
Don't freeze up.
Probably a safe lane. Timbersaw, it does very, very well. I guess it's Darkseer.
Reserve time.
Darkseer dual lanes typically, or just Darkseer in general, does very well versus Timbersaw. They can potentially run it mid. But what they could do actually is try and put the Omniate against Darkseer and then against Lone Druid. Or that also, like the Omniate, does very well versus the Lone Druid. Once you're level 5, which is right whenever Lone Druid becomes his, obviously because
Dire team
right
ban.
whenever you get to your level 3 reactive armor, so you're possible to zone. Yeah, this is really interesting. I think the way these lanes get set up is like, I think team against the Lone, preferably no Omni
10
Knights.
seconds remaining.
Darkseer, now this Urza in the mix, a lot of heroes kind of
5
just crush
seconds
each other in
remaining.
lane. Scouting out the lanes early on and making sure they don't
Reserve time.
rush each other,
Feeling
like,
those
really
icy
important.
tendrils?
If you want to go about getting this info where lanes are, consider an early smoke into enemy jungle, do you early have to get observer wards down? Any other maybe limit the guesswork and make it
I think both of those are likely. I think they may smoke NTP spirits or heroes that just get out there like fast. I think it'll happen at about the same time. We'll see. Probably they getting fancy. They'll like run to the right there.
Radiant team's turn to ban.
We'll have to see what they go for, but I think the laning setup is very important.
Winter Wyvern.
Dire team's turn to pick.
Good gap closer onto the lone druid.
Yeah, they have the Omni Knight as well.
Basically.
You don't. It's a pretty decent hero. Versus, his Fury Swipe charges don't deplete. When he's hitting the
10 seconds remaining.
Sorry. But you still just sit there and swing forever and ever.
5 seconds remaining.
On a burst hero. Not have the kind of gold intake requires to get an MKB.
Reserve time.
Also a hero that mid one will play. But they're one of the few teams. Back in the day, they do like bottle. They do the interesting strats to try and make the PK work. So I think.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Talked about so as well a hero that's pretty good against Winter Wyvern because
Prepare for battle.
he's obviously all magical damage. Down. I think it is actually going to be mid one.
We do see the smoke out T. Goes up. Going off lane. Very early ward wild puppy. They didn't hear through the back and maybe Wanderers. A nice ward placement.
I don't think there's anything specific. They also TP bottom, so getting a ward in both. Timbersaw, and they expect it not to be mid. And you run like a week for Omni Knights.
Let's get on with it.
I think NiP are getting the lanes. Matchup. Something you can do. It's not as bad in mid as the other side, or as in the side lanes, because the lane is obviously shorter, so you can pull aggro a little bit more, get into the tower, less harass, and then once you get to level 5, so the Fury Swipes do a little bit less damage, or physical damage. So, alright, now he's moving up the top lane. Yeah, I think they're just they're scouting things out they don't want up against theirs.
Looks like someone disconnected.
I use my my middle
30
mouse like,
seconds
with
to
my
battle.
mouse. Trying to edge pan. Like, I don't know, I've got a mental block against it. Done. The Trixie Dogs here, Syndrome over on the Sand King, that's about needs to levels up. Roaming Sand King, you need to have the action go your way or back and farm. But he's gone boots first. They're moving away, Era's
Let's get moving.
bounty room. It's well.
Don't mind if I do.
Swaps again.
Right, so
Great, they're back.
Dark. This is basically the optimal lanes, I think. The Fever is up against Embersaw will be bottom against the Winter Wyvern and Darkseer. Although it's not the greatest, you don't really want to be against the Winter Wyvern, so I guess they would probably, the optimal would be Omni Knights against this Darkseer lane, the Timber against the Longer, at the very least. Against we'll have like a half start.
Brent might be in trouble already. Maladin Poppy empty attacks up high ground. First strikes back. Safety of his tier 1. Already his first action of the game basically comes to almost nothing. A bit of mana expenditure. Be annoying. He's sticking around mid. The decent waves in this first couple of minutes. Is there anything you want to be wary of in this Weaver? No, get your lane doubled up onto your tier 1. Is that going to be annoying? Or is this going to be freeze the lane?
I think I don't think you care too far, although I do think Puppy starting here is very, very good. Despite Weaver being obviously a very mobile hero, he has a super long cooldown level 1.
Denied!
Can't get punished by this Ursa. He goes with his furry swipes moving. He even gets zoned out of lane pretty easily. His department heal puts up so much damage. I think it's really good. The Cinderin starting here, they almost always did. Do some shenanigans, don't let the mid have a free time and quite a bit, so start the sinking here and they mirror that and start the slaughter there. So I think that's pretty nice to make sure that the doesn't like has like level 4, level 5 is going.
Now that Observer Ward that Puppy placed down already paying off. See Syndrome rotate across. Shows that he's heading towards bottom. Puppy strikes in. A bit good for himself, but Crush will not land on him. This is one of the troubles, right, with that support Sandking. Making unredundant actions. So far, Cindy kind of poked his head mid, thought maybe I can go in here, get some harass down. With his Invis rune, eventually has bottom where mid one's Timbers was popping up back up to full, but Trixie has no mana left. Ango or anything. Still just hanging around waiting near this tier 1 tower to look for a gun.
He has the soul. Oh, I think he meant to buy it, his stage pass from the 5 shop, and then bought it at base. But it won't actually have a soul ring. That's a pretty big deal, I think, if he had the
This one off. Comes through from Sims, but here comes the Witch Doctor to slow things down again. Sims stunned up in mid one. He turns to fight with the Malik down. He turns up Sandking and get him away, but not far enough. This one gets your first blood with a whirling death. That soul ring is playing, not selling it. Sage Pass in time for the stash back in base. Like it came back to haunt them.
Yeah, it makes a pretty huge difference, and they had to use the corner mid as well. It was getting. Well, it's gonna be a long time for the Ion Shell. It's gonna be like a minute and a half where he has no Ion Shells down bottom, and it's gonna give a lot of free to get up his own soul ring. Actually, he doesn't have the beat.
He was gonna get gone on quick, but now decides to go for right click. Got purification, exposed. Point up in that repel for the Omni Knight. Okay for now is Era under that tier 1 tower, but bottles himself back up. He's got 3 stacks of Fury Swipers over on that. He'll go back in the bottom lane. Cast off, stun, Mud. He'll get the burst back down onto mid 1, but the damage isn't there. He has to retreat. Trixie's clarity gets cancelled in the heat of it all. You can dive in though.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
There's some Connie there actually, hurting and salving Trixie. So they didn't have that extra regen and hit back to base. Bot lane was pretty disastrous. At the very least, they had that regen, so able to heal on back up. And it's not the big deal. Connie has gotten up to top lane. I mean, Quickfa has gotten his level 5 up top lane, so starting to start to shift Andrew's favor pretty heavily. He was a little bit ahead alone of the Omni Knight, but not anything really significant. But now that he has the entangle, Clark can slowly chip down this Omni Knight. Already out of range and hasn't moved yet. So may start to feel the pain as he's harassing him, hitting him with this spear. Hasn't gotten any root yet, but Blundred having a pretty free time top of the lane is right back by his tower, so he's not really gankable right now either.
And this opens things up, it feels. He runes his level 3. Everything from under NiP. Well, Hyla died. They did shrine up 30 seconds ago. Mid lane era, he poked his head over top of that ramp there. Puppy catches him with a nice fire strike. Turns around to Era now, swipes down MP, one more hit. Will find the kill, now punches on the as well. Sin has another burst strike up in 2 seconds time, and I think this is the death of the Slardar. 2 more hits, quite enough damage there.
Now zoning.
Arnie suddenly comes in with a double kill and keeps himself alive at the same time. Poikva, well, you look at that, kills off Casey. You're talking about that timing. Poikva's now level 7.
Yeah, they're doing super well in the lanes. We talked about how like the lane are like really important, making sure that Secret doesn't unfavorable matchups, but the lanes were pretty good. They weren't amazing. MP actually not going for the point in Swarm, so actually going for the lost it. So they didn't have the bugs for that little skirmish there. Just getting the second point in shoot there at the attack for a little bit more grab and Ursa. Live there, they turn around the kills, not quite getting the kill top. I think NiP quite happy with how the lanes are going right now. You can see they really want to play around this Weaver. He's the hero they want to snowball this game. That they need to enable because he's really the only one that can keep 100. You know, obviously you have a Slaughter who's going to get a blink eventually, but you've got a Timbersaw who's a fairly greedy core, Omniite who's not really a hero to come around too much. And so if Secret is in the position, they can just like 5-man down these and they're going to have gold issues on the Slaughter. He's not going to get timing, and Weaver not having the greatest of times either. So NiP pretty happy with how these.
So at what point does Secret consider, you know, switching these lanes? Maybe sending KZ down to the bot lane, putting Weaver up on the safe lane, where perhaps with help and maybe even kill off the lane. Weaver won't have that opportunity apparently because he just absolutely thought Syndron again, you know, looking at his movements in the first 2 minutes or so, wasn't really great. But
Dire's middle tower isn't going to last long.
Kind of hesitant with where he wanted to go, but the past 3 or 4 minutes, he is on the money every single time looking for
Yeah, Weaver goes down again. That has his boots now from base. I think sort of the one bright spot for Seeker is that mid one is having a pretty easy time down bottom. Darkseer's kind of meh on the farm right now. I think he's actually good. Something we saw originally whenever Darkseer was getting really popular, whenever NiP we sort of saw it fall off again because he's actually going
chain away, and round Swarm and the time lapse. Gets out of the range of Syndra and stunned now with a Swarm turnaround. Syndra looks like he was gonna die here. Drops the FB. Going for more Harney hiding away in the trees. He's got all the way there's no TP rotations coming in. There's no one to save him. He's left alone with no devices. Then comes one TP, but cancelled immediately as they realize Harney is dead. A chance to survive.
Yeah.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Going down here and like bringing down this Darkseer is really the only lane they can rotate to. Lone Wolf is in the position, so they can't really do that much to totally up here. I have to keep basically whenever he pops his face. Or to bring him down. He's down here, bringing a lot of heroes here as well. It's very nice rotations from especially MP, and sort of bringing back some of the early kills that NiP has gotten, and NiP really wants to be in a position where they're like continuing to get these
Someone
kills.
better help Dire's middle tower.
Tanking, they have a Ursa, they have a Darkseer. It's very run at you lineup. They want to get a lot of kills early on. They want to score the ball, but its cores are very mobile besides the Omni.
Dire's bottom tower needs some help.
It's definitely not easy to bring down these heroes once they get some items.
Back to Hamlet dominating. I think the first time I saw it in a comp game was SS. a while back, and we were in awe, honestly. It was absolutely amazing to watch the back even just... What's the reason do you think that this kind of fell off people's back to arcades?
I think it's sort of gimmicky. It makes your hero very, very one-dimensional. You're not hitting that vacuum stomp, that ends up a lot of wasted on a mech. And then you're not 5-manning strength, which is like Darkseer is all about running around to get inside. Pass. Just chasing down bottom and then up the top one.
There has been a maledict on him there when the purification
Dyer's middle tower isn't going to last long.
But yeah, there's the lane swap.
Radiant's top
Now we've got
tower
the time lapse
has
kind
looked
of
better.
freedom as well.
I'll take your tribute.
I'm actually kind of surprised they have the lane swap after that much time. I thought they were gonna do it all. They do it a little. The Omni Knight being down here is very, very well versus the Darkseer. Obviously, helping kill these waves instantly and actually pressure the tower a little bit. The Warrior can't pressure him at all now that he's has level 4 and react standing under the tower.
Someone better help Dyer's middle tower.
This Launcher is just sitting up here free from him. I like this decision quite a bit. The Launcher is really the only hero that is just in here getting free farm. First, I don't think Secret is going to out him. They have plenty of ways to kite him. There's a Weaver and a Timber Saw. Can actually good versus Timber Saw, but that's because done in lane. If you're not getting that lane matchup, then it's very immobile towards the Earth. Not like that bringing down, especially if you're only.
Guardian Angel is up against it as well. This is pretty sickening when you're playing an Ursa. They bottom lane. They started with the crush in case he finishes with the purification. Look for more here as the Earth is tanking Synderen, looks for the go, but MP time lapse is backing away from the tier 1. They catch the kill, they evacuate. Like successfully around Synderen. He is going in apparently, not sure why. Shed some insight
Not
onto
much good
Synderen's
happening
first
to
strike there.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
Radiant
the captain
structures are fortified.
Got the itchy trigger finger.
Yeah, Quick actually
Radiant's
has a
bottom
Deso.
tower's got problems.
He went phase Deso, so I guess he gets a little more physical damage synergized.
Not much good's happening to
he killed
Radiant's bottom tower.
Angle,
Dyer's middle
maybe.
tower is under attack.
Kind of unlikely, he was just starting to
Radiant's
that,
bottom
so
tower
not
has
even
fallen.
Mix in, not really down, I don't
Dyer's
think.
middle tower
It sort of
isn't going to
deters
last
anyone
long.
from flying really aggressive on this top lane, but yeah, it's a more early game centric item, I guess. It lets them actually bring down these
Are
towers
those
that are pretty
cracks in Dyer's top tower?
doesn't have the Dragon Lance, doesn't have that Nelson farm a little bit slower, and it's kind of unusual.
Dyer's
How it
structures are
pans out, but
fortified.
I think he may fall behind.
They're beating on Dyer's top tower.
I just go poorly. You have an item that you buy whenever you want to fight non-stop, and you're not winning
Dyer's
these
top
items,
tower
you're
has
winning these
fallen.
fights, where you go Deso first. That Launcher is not really a super fast farmer without the Maelstrom.
There goes with that. I just see this right now with Arcade Connect. Try to compare him to the Ducks here. Yes. Relative Synderen. Michael Paladine 3.
Hexes die! All those the old ways, witch doctor?
Nope, looks like...
Alright.
Dyer's middle tower is
I
under
think
attack.
I think that lane swap was just absolutely
Dyer's
fast.
snow fortified their structures.
Until just the right time. They kept Saw down bottom until he got his level 4 reactor armor. Then he comes up top and Omniac goes down bottom and they take the tower. Timbersaw can't really bring down these lanes fast enough, whereas the Omniac really kill the creep wave instantly with the heal. Until it creeps, it actually can power a decent amount. They're not able to bring it down bottom. Viper sitting down there. Not able to do anything.
Really wants to play him. He turns around and influence Twilight. He's got it done for him. It's good for Hani. It's one in place for now, but I think Hani... Donna? No, she's not. Weaver doesn't want to commit. Synderen's around. Rest of those things Dharma's arrived for this fight as well. Looks like it could be a good start for lower mana, but he still has to have a draw, I think. going too far, but Witch Doctor again is a casualty.
Soldier's fortune.
Yeah, nothing gained, but NiP rotating all these heroes down here, not really getting any out of it, and first they really want stuff happening. Just get the Blink Dagger, and thought here you just want to sit around and
Radiant's top
farm
tower
heroes.
is under
They kept
attack.
Timber Saw, they have the heroes that are going to scale a lot better than Ursa. Gonna have, like we talked about, a very, very hard
Radiant's
time
top
bringing
tower
down heroes.
deserves
If he's
just
not
as much help
absolutely
as
crushing his
bottom.
lane and getting this lone grid head really early on, taking the dagger off these darks, they're getting ahead, then they're
Radiant's
gonna
top tower deserves just as much help as bottom.
and they're not gonna be able to, you know, take these fights. We saw it on bottom a little bit earlier. Whenever tier 1, they were just pulling them all around. Then would be just around the fight, and NiP had a really, really hard time.
It's only going to get worse when Puppy gets Blink. He's old.
Look there.
Again, these kind of one-to-one comparisons showing up in the grand scheme of things don't line up, but you compare him to Cinder Tanking, he is a long way away from him. DC. Oh, just. I've given a lot more kind of space and room to Koikra on this. But touched on the Desolator pick and what it's meant to kind of give them that tempo play and look for these kills with power pushing. Does the Desolator buy enough time for stint and high?
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I don't know if it's so much buying time, but that's just trying to get the time where they're just like 5 manning, like really, really early on. Because I think they realize
Radiant's
that
bottom tower is under
they're
attack.
sort of on a timer. If they aren't making stuff happen, then the game's gonna get pretty difficult pretty fast. Because Dire's heroes are so mobile. So I think it was, you know, sort of an effort.
Radiant's bottom tower is
However,
down.
push on, so let's go there, and maybe try and take the spawn off of that.
Not much good is happening to
They're
Radiant's
actually
bottom
wrapping on
tower.
quick up top, put them pretty far.
The base is there. He gets across to Third Baron. That is Roy hanging on the way through, but he's down. All in the Radiant jungle, MP spots out. Again, any kind of skirmish over on the side of the map. Ion shelled up Golem, throws a little pebble at MP.
Yeah, I think the Darkster going for the not really synced up.
I was born to war.
Radiant's middle tower could
I
use
think
some help.
if they're going to be going for, you know, this sort of early 5-man trying to take all these towers, you maybe go for Ugmak instead of this HOD.
Radiant's top tower
Not
has
HOD,
looked
and
better.
more of like an item that helps you like split around the map. It gives you some decent fight with like the Centaur Stomp, but I don't think he actually found the Centaur. Just has this one
Radiant's
currently.
top tower is under attack.
Not have the best choice. But Pilot dying mid, he bought his Ghost Scepter just before dying, so I think
Already.
yeah, he went round through his Ghost Scepter, so I think he's fine. I think he's totally fine dying mid, knowing the security of range he's got his eyes on the end.
Dire's bottom
Yeah, I
tower
really
always
like
did
that.
get
I
short
like that.
shrift.
And Ursa and Lone Druid Desolator, they really only have physical damage. on their
He's the only
cores.
one that's really been dying, right? One that's been put down to 3. Ghost Scepter he can maybe now get. The Maledict out. Looking at Maledict actually, you know, he went for the first point to annoy Syndran at that top room spot, get a bit of damage down. Minor points to the
Someone better help Dire's middle
here. I don't
tower.
think it really does two cores. The heal isn't really useful for them. You're not really skilling heal up for yourself, as it is like really throw that the Lone Druid and the Ursa are going to be talking about.
Dire's middle tower is under
So they're
attack.
trying to
Dire's middle
push them,
tower
and
just
he's
went
not really going to be
down.
standing next to his cores healing a long John Height. Pushes that one to the grave, and like holds the leave. No, they're not going to be taking damage. They're not going to do something. It's going back in and just hitting towers. Very much about going in and out, jumping around with the water weavers. Very mobile heroes.
I guess if you've got a walking fountain, you don't really need to win. Okay.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Solar Crest done actually. He throws that Solar Crest. Anyone really was
Dire have fortified their
Turn
structures.
it back around. Quick buff.
They're beating on Dire's top tower.
Good opportunities. Syndran. Stole the I got covered with your curse. Hell, hit one, they turn back. Get the Witch's Curse, they kill off. Druid, the chase continues those. Disabled. cancel the TP. Han is gone. He's out. But the rest of the NiP might be safe to get away as well. Synderen completes the TP in error. Oh.
They're going to reduce that pop a little bit. Because of the yields up there. Really nice, gives them a little bit more catch. A little bit more catch as well.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
They're becoming bigger and bigger problem.
Radiant
goes for
fortified
faster. Try and fix that problem a little bit, but
Radiant's top tower deserves
they
just
only
as
do
much
so
help
much.
as bottom.
You know, complementing and trying to fix your heroes.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
And yeah, the faster can maybe bring down the Witch Doctor, but it's only a Witch Doctor. As long as he's getting his cask off, that's his job. That hero really just eats cask. And it's kind of a game.
Throw your one stun. Just get it out there.
Soldier's fortune.
MP, Dragonlance, Maelstrom. They got in there for a regenerate.
Regeneration.
Hot right now, and that Aaron is kind of item progression. He also doesn't have any real defense. I feel like the longer this game goes on, it's going to come maybe a big vacuum curse or the combo plays. Then they're the ones that kind of set up and enable the Earth to do any damage.
Yeah, and I don't know if he's going to be doing that much damage. Once this Timbersaw gets an armor fighting potential. But once he, he's about to buy the plate map, and that just makes him so tanky with the Axius.
Right by the rest of his team. Maybe Hardy picks up 200 curve, catches the Reaver, but there's no damage. Era's already dead, and Poppy looking for the reboot. Blink up in 5 seconds time, the chain across mid one. Yeah, he's chasing quick, but does he have any more? Is it up? Does he have it? He does with the bear. Himself, of course, forces Poppy back.
Someone better help Dyer's middle tower.
Kills in one.
Radiant's top tower.
Blink stun, trying to save his main quick, but it looks like for now, and Poppy does not get it timed.
Dyer's middle tower isn't going to last long.
The low ground wasn't quite like this, but the rest of Secret come in a good vacuum back from Trixie. Keep them at bay. Again, it's Secret fostering, showing how strong they are.
Radiant's top tower
Jamas,
deserves
they were
just as
the
much help as
aggressors. They were the
bottom.
ones looking for that kill, but spells just thrown out here and there, and no real cohesion to their initiation.
They wanted
Radiant's
to. They
middle
were doing
tower shouldn't have to take this abuse. I guess Radiant fortified their
Still have the
structures.
Aegis for 20 seconds, so they have a small window where they can maybe. But it's not the hero they want to run in. Good one. They can't bring him down, so they turn around and try and get out, but right there, we. So a pretty nice read from them. They know exactly what NiP is. Very, very one dimension over here. But a Secret can farm. They. That game, they have pickup potential. They can. I've had a
Radiant's
tower.
bottom tower's got
There's a lot of
problems.
things. Whereas NiP, very just sort of hold in. We have to find something to jump on or take a good team fight, or our heroes are going to start to fall off very, very rapidly.
And you called it in the draft when Winter Weapon was picked up that Winter's Curse has been seen as this huge spell that can turn around team
Radiant's
fights.
top tower has looked better.
Put it onto
Dyer's middle tower is under attack.
Farmer stacks on Slaughter, he's unlikely to die. Business damage, but the Weaver, same story. Really get too much mess out of that. Reset tool. You think Curse like a Nagasaki try and turn fights around or turn between legs. We'll see what Hani does with it. Wait, he lenses complete for.
Yeah, it's also the Winner's Curse tends to put in a lot of use whenever you have heroes that sort of fight around the same area, so you're able to get a Winner's Curse on multiple heroes. A lot of initiators heroes jumped in. You're able to catch multiple of them, but Secret have heroes that they play around in very different areas of the fight. As far as going in and out. Timbersaw is flying around. It's hard to catch multiple heroes. They're all in just crazy places in the fight. Constantly zipping around and fighting NiP.
And Kev's just been farming for 24 minutes. He picks up a hand of Midas actually. That Solar Crest is done. Wait, it's like minutes in, it's not. What's the big reason? Sure that he stays relevant with a bit more farm priority over someone like the Slada or the Weaver in general.
Yeah, I just don't think there's
Dire's bottom
better
tower is being
items.
chipped away. It looks like Dire fortified their structures.
I think you're really purge off by
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Nice blink away. Nearly by the skin of his teeth gets
Radiant's
over
middle
the
tower
trees
shouldn't
and
have to
honey.
take this abuse.
Oh, he uses the bear!
He didn't see him.
Radiant's middle tower could use some help.
Bear gets returned as well. They get nothing. Absolutely nothing for their efforts.
Yeah, I think a 4-step could be good for the Omniac, but they're, I think it's the thing about these is they're not really in a hurry right now. They're fine farming this week, farming on this Kimber ball, so you can go for a 4-stack and then maybe have 5k gold, or 5k less net worth in 15 minutes instead. He gets the Midas and I'll have, a big...
Like a hex or something.
Yeah, he could have Kivas or a Hex. I think he could be very good a little bit later. Hera's probably going to go for an efficient play at some point at the same
More to try and save them life. Anyway, that is a massive expenditure out from NiP. Roshan being done by Aaron. Secret will get tier 2 in exchange for this. There are no TPs back to
Radiant's bottom tower is no more.
good for objective. NiP though, they have that nice little extra boulder. Over in the Lundru, sorry. But does have that. And not only does he have the Deso and Maelstrom now, he's got the full Hurricane Pipe.
Yeah, I think this Aegis does more to just deter Secret for a little bit than allow NiP to really do anything. If they try and just man up and take one of these towers, wrap around with the slaughter, they're going to sneak up with the Weep. Is going to stand in the front, and they're just going to get ambushed and brought down all their heroes, I think. I don't think it's enough to really deter Secret from taking this fight to these towers, so I'm going to smoke up NiP, try and do something. They can't just walk up to these towers, but it's very, very hard. Kyle die, but kind of a big
and it's just a kill for kill's sake, right? A bit of gold to learn the pocket. Yeah.
Where did Radiant's middle tower
But in
go?
the meantime, MP take tier 1 mid.
I was a little bit of trouble as well as the ult just leaving.
No way.
Probably would have died during the TP durations. So
It's only like 80 seconds for atrociously bad.
yeah, and also with their smoke being on cooldown, I'm not sure if they have any more, but using that, they're not really going to be able to make any moves in the near future. So using that, just ensuring he doesn't move down. Fine. Double loss.
Track down, back down. Hopefully we'll find a final blow on National. We'll fight off with Syndrome. Nice move in, Dust, Burrow Strike, it's nothing again.
Yeah, the Wyvern had one as well. They... Oh, it's the Darkseer actually. Dust. Yeah, so if only had one Dust, would have purged off with the time. Second one immediately after, and they're able to bring it down. So they're carrying Dust on multiple heroes, realizing that it's going to purge it off. And off of that pickoff, they can probably try and take this mid tower. Here, may try and stall, as you can see, kind of hanging around the area. And he just stands in the front. There's not really anything NiP can do. Right here.
Out of the chakram. In the meantime, Kez is doing his best to split with farm lane. He lost earlier on, just throws purification down into his actual wave. Will TP back now, readying himself to like Weaver has used to. Down, the lone druid. And I think he's fast enough though. The Greaves, the heal, the pushback as well. Quick, but gets himself to an area of space. In the back into the wall. They've got them caught. The Winter's Curse lands down onto MP, but it's not enough damage to set. Syndra blinds up the 3-man burst strike, but still not killing a single hero. MP's time lapses back, and Syndra dead to rights. The chase continues. Where is mid one? Still alive. Half HP, half mana, using up this poor little Ursa. The teddy bear has BKB though. Sent back onto MP. Dropped by Pylai, dying with a bit of damage back onto somebody. There's the repel, no, fear is there. Back and away is this point. He's getting scrappier. Finally the Diffusal Blade forces the Cold Embrace out from behind. Find another. Trixie's moved. zone though. Hero wants to turn and fight this one. Mid one shredded, getting destroyed, getting back, but the ult is there. Neutralize with the longest power, then finally catches some Guardian Angel out from that Omni Knight of Kezu. And this might just be the tipping scales as Trixie dies, and on they go for more. Mid one, what's he doing? He's chasing into tier 3, into tier 2. Secret finally stuns him. Never center. Well, it's not enough damage. Nowhere near enough damage. And Qualifier chased again behind his towers, and that is NiP absolutely disastrously supported. They were chased for a good 2 minutes there by Secret. Might open up for tier 3.
Yeah, I think Qualifier actually may have miskilled on his level 20 goal. He just 12 spear break or armor. So he doesn't have the respawn time, and he's gonna have to buy back probably for this base defense. Definitely gonna lose to tier 3, so Ryan's gonna become available, and he might even lose racks to force the buy or get the buyback.
Buyback 100, like I said, big error if it was one. It's got to be right, there's no world in which you go for 12 spirit barrels.
I guess it can make your bear a little bit tankier against like the Weaver Slaughter physical damage, but I don't know how important the bear is in this game. I guess the roots are another form of disable it kind of need, but here's these super mobile heroes. I don't know how often this bear is actually going to be able to hit heroes.
Regardless, NiP hold their racks. Fire back over and Qualifier, who immediately runs down a lane to try and get back some of that gold. And now Secret kind of bunkered down over in the Radiant Jungle area near the tier 2 mid. Just ready for any kind of cheeky hero who goes in for this bottom lane farm as creeps snap there. Farm through this Radiant Jungle at the same time.
Yeah, and Kezu actually getting the Aghanim stuff from the Omni Knight. But from all the way across the map, so basically removes any pickup potential NiP has because all of their damage is physical. They don't have any diffusal blades. So even if some hero gets caught alone, you can always pop the Ags ult, and they should get out just fine. Mid one's going to be going for an E-Blade, so he can E-Blade himself, E-Blade the Ursa, any of his teammates, and it's just going to continue to make it impossible for NiP to kill heroes. They really need to start bursting down heroes at the beginning of fights. I hate Secret down, but they're not able to. They're just getting tied around in these fights that last just forever and ever, like we saw in that last one.
I guess if you're mid one now, you know, 19 Bloodstone shot.
Radiant's middle tower could use some help.
I'll not go for an E-Blade. Try and chase down the Centaur, but for that one,
Radiant's middle tower
maybe now we'll be able to see that vacuum into Kezu for now. Slowly but surely working his way up to the big one.
Beating on Dire's top tower.
Yeah, just put a little bit up top. It's quite trying to force some heroes back.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
They don't use any of their TPs on Secret. They can jump on this line, they can maybe force down the Shrine potentially, or smoke up and run back across them, because they do have these nice deep wards. If they'll want to fight the tier 2, and then this one way down here. He's there, and yeah, you can see they push out top, and then all of Secret immediately books it back to the bottom. Not going to let NiP get any of these lanes in. They're MP top, and they're just getting all of this lane pressure, getting considerably more and more map control as the net worth rises and rises for all these.
Plunging there for second. A little bit too strong. Just back into the jungle, mid one long. There was a die and maybe even Uppy lurking in the wing. I don't know. Are ending those pressures. There's every lane under their control. Everywhere they go, they're placing deep. They're just getting a vision over. Is a soak move from NiP in the point? Maybe they walk into their death anyway. Dogs here. Trixie, third on cooldown, and that looks like it's going to be the end of him in 50 seconds. He does fly back though and might be forced to expend it as planning. Oh, hello, puppy! Finds the crush. Double kill! Oh, saving grace for her. Mid one is unlikely. Another double kill.
Yep, 0 deaths on him. The gameplay is really creative and super good at just further nullifying the only way NiP really had to take fights. They went all in on this. They have an Ursa, they have a Desolator on the launcher, and they just buy all these armor items, they buy Titan items, and NiP can't do anything.
Try and defend without the dark. Let the rats go.
Radiant's bottom barracks are
Rack
under
a bit.
attack.
Yes, is up.
Maybe try their best, but I think Seeker's free to back up. They can wait for Roshan, so they do ping it just now. But NiP, they really just don't have any plays. The heroes are just too mobile. Ursa has fallen off considerably from his peak. He had a pretty decent laning stage, got a couple early kills on MC, but it's a Weaver versus an Ursa, you know, past 15 minutes. Weaver starts skirting around, gets a couple of items, you can't burst him any longer within a bash, and then you're just out of answers. Nothing really you can do.
Bissell is now too far away, actually going back into the sick and tired of the Ghost Set from Witch Doctor. I guess the E-Blade as well plays into that.
Yeah, also the
And
Guardian
Repel,
Angel.
And Repel and Guardian... not Repel, Guardian Angel, yeah.
I think the Guardian Angel is the huge one. They need something to deal with it because they actually can't kill a hero. Like, a hero won't die in a fight unless they, like, Epicenter or the Witch Doctor or something. Really the only way I think a hero will die on Secret side.
That was so sad. Like, no one's gonna die unless they Epicenter.
Yeah, he's even going for a Dagon now in mid one. I really like this. Not like going too overboard into this, you know, we're gonna make sure we don't die, but actually making sure they have the mean kill NiP. NiP's heroes aren't super easy to kill in their own right. Zanking are pretty slippery support. They have surges. Ursa has the enrage. Lone Druid is very, very fast. So going to the Dagon with the E-Blade is just obscene amounts of burst damage. And with Quick but not going for EKB. Obviously the Winter Wyvern heal is like kind of nice, but it doesn't stop magic damage. So I think mid one has been like adjusting his item build like really, really well this game.
So often you see like a Lotus Orb. Potentially good here, but staying away from the armor and the weak Denlatums.
Something tells me we haven't seen the last of him.
Slaughter will take the cheese hand to the big man or a chance and goes big one. Gets up onto the bear and even fuels up into the air as launches 1v5 chasing people in the base.
Heal him up. Gonna finish off this tier 2 tower. Potentially try and break high ground. So a little tricky. The Weaver at the very least has a Dragon Lance. Now to the owner. So then still Joe.
Pop him and take his life because he will retreat away. Now in comes mid one. Play those for on the low twitch point. Nearly burned through there. Chakra able to catch him and force down up on the high ground. Harney retreats. Life intact for now. They have the man advantage. Syndra dead for 30 seconds. Multiple lanes pushing into this Radiant base. And Trixie with no wall. Have a vacuum to play around with if they want to try. There's no Winter's Curse either.
Radiant's top
Big
tower
spells
is
that they
under
need to
attack.
stall out and buy time for Lone Druid if he gets jumped onto. All gone.
Radiant's top tower
Finishing
has
off the
looked
last
better.
tier 2. They've gotten both the shrines already. They have absolute
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
that last tier 2 down there. Not even displaced over here by the ancients. And you know, the shrine used to be that they can sort of play around and farm, maybe fight around with a ward on one of the hills, even if it's chipping away at the high ground.
They really care about all this. Comes from Mira. The BKB as well, and that might be a big old red flag for NiP to sit back and watch their base get destroyed by Secret, but they're going to give it another go. Mid one wanders around up on the front line. Still relatively healthy though. The puppy goes in, and he comes mid one there. She bursts damage point, but fights himself back. And Epicenter from Syndra does absolutely nothing. He was hiding in the trees with his blink castle or something. Back and Era trying to buy himself a little bit of time there going in on the one. But Puppy is out there. So back his curse. This could be. It's not someone in the middle. Puppy's skilled up. Capitalized by K2 and MPC without the run. Mid one, a bit low. Comes through, catches him mid-timber chain, but in comes Highlight Dive. The Death Blood's down. Catches onto Era. And cold and breaks. Down a little bit, but Era's dead. Swarm and the MP damage coming out from that Gemini attack. Way too much happening.
Yeah, mid one's up in seconds as well, so Boston and they continue the assault. Don't have buyback on the Sand King. They do have it on the Ursa, but if you use that, you never hit another item.
Oh, pop the Aegis there with a nice vacuum into them. Grace will pull a halt to this aggression. Or maybe not, MP just wants to go in. He just wants to go in some more. Mid one arrives, like you said.
Radiant structures have been
Hold
snow
this lane
fortified.
35 seconds without your Ursa here and forfeit here with no flip up.
Radiant's top
Lord, man.
tower is under attack.
Yeah, playing a little bit cautious. Case is very, very low.
Try to take down MP. Comes down. That damage output. Final took the time. He can get out from MP and got an angel as well. MP drops back. Make sure he doesn't get entangled or anything like that under this tier 3 and mid one. It's himself timber change across. And once again, back to safety they'll go. Almost feels like the
Radiant's bottom
at
tower
all of bot lane gets cleared through by late creeps. But they have to push. NiP have defended.
They're defended. For now, they had to buy back on the Winter Wyvern and the Ursa, so further mitigates the net worth. They were slowly building up. Ursa wanted that diffusal blade really badly, wasn't able to finish it, and now phase 2, that Midas really paying off hits the GM talent, now has a refresher. So they have 16 seconds in a fight where no one will get hurt.
That sounds pretty good.
It does.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good.
Yeah, almost 20k net worth on this Omni Knight at 40 minutes. Absolutely massive. Refresher, Aghanim, Solar Crest, Mech, Midas, Arcane is absolutely enormous, and
Yeah, my jaw's dropped actually looking at this and realizing. Last time I clicked on him and looked at him, like, oh, he's finished his Ags. Well, oh, he's got a full refresh done.
Big on 3 up on the Timbersaw. Weaver about to finish up his Daedalus. Look like has the Diffusal 2 as well. The Lone Druid just barely lived in that last fight because MP actually ran out of Diffusal charge, so wasn't able to slow him down and get that last right click he needed in. But as more of those, not gonna have as easy of a time living. Mid one TP's on the bottom. They're gonna push out this lane. They don't want to rush the high ground. They know they're in a very advantageous position right now. They'll really throw away this game. If they make some silly play on the high ground, they get massively 5-man comboed and good roots. Qualifiers is able to right click for just the entirety of the fight. They're not going to rush things. They're going to look for the perfect opportunity.
Well, I died. He died. Set her up. How was it coming? Like they're all going to push up, but then meantime, the back of the fight now looking for that open for his heels. Yeah, the beacon is up for him. Taken out, Honey, chased out by Puppy. Now a 2v1 though. Puppy chased out by Qualifiers. He's closed himself up on his high ground position, and Puppy finds him. No, he doesn't. The BKB for Qualifiers there in time. MP. One going in, but Qualifiers had that 9-second BKB. Oh, Honey guys. No BKB has been raised. There's the GA. The first one at least comes out. Back to form. Hold on. Puppy in mid one, but mid one. GG's called, and that's it. It's over.
Yeah, and we talked about how with NiP's heroes, they really need to get a great lane set up. Omni Knight got solo killed by Qualifiers. Had a really good early start of the slow tree, but it doesn't matter for much. The rest of your heroes really are behind.